Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Mexico City, our first stop south of the border in the Hooters series and on this channel, I do believe.
Yes.
We've gone so many international spots, but this is the first time we'll ever have gone to Mexico. Alongside me, as you can tell, is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
And on the poll today is Tito McCoy, third in points in Cars 75, and the first time I think that we've seen it in the green colors this year. He'll star alongside Henrietta Fitzwater, our Daytona winner, who comes into this race 20th in the points. PJ Tiscala, Aubrey Scott make up row 2, with Enzo Nareza, Ashley LaPlante row 3. Ryan George making his Hooter Series debut will star alongside Benjamin Ice in row 4, with Daniel Gidrook and Sophia Fragniti in row 5. Here's the rest of starting grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
Oh, we're finally to Mexico. Next, we're gonna have to go to Silverstone and that third world country that had the F1 final too. We're gonna have to go there. Last time we saw Amanda Evans winning at Monza, we went to Italy, so knocked down off the list. Last week we were in Canada for that weekend. It's going to be interesting here. The pass, this is not the triple chicane version track, so that first straightaway is going to be good for drafting. And if you have a good setup and engine, you can definitely get a good pass there. Your final row is going to be one of our two onboards, John Irving and Mohammed Zain Abdullah. Well, there's actually no onboards, no cautions. 70. Quick note: the 75 team is technically Brett Rowe, but since it's listed under Bobby Gehart, their first polls at season 1 Marzo with Theo Segal. Here's the
Let's
command.
go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, that is true. We technically don't need the onboards unless I actually choose to do something with it in editing. We'll see. But it's highly unlikely.
Ryan George, who ran last week's, actually made last week's, going to have a good chance right here. He's starting a little bit in the pack. This is the stadium section.
Well, it's the start of the stadium section right there.
Yes. So this might not be a lawn chairs and popcorn races. Monza was very exciting, and we saw some really good Hooters races, inaugural races here.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Pace car already pulling off, leaving the field under control of Tito McCoy. Should mention Sky Commons 5-point lead over Enzo Nareza coming in. Matt Dixon is 4th, Alex May 5th, Hunter Hollis, Sophia Fragniti, Daniel Gidrook, Ashley LaPlante, Mike Trout the top 10 in points. And the... oh shit, I just forgot what it was. We have the Herdez 225 is green.
Yep, and the first corner is going to be very interesting with all this drafting here. This is why they did chicanes, but we say screw the chicanes.
Yeah, that's why they didn't want it in real life. We didn't go with it. Let's see. Tito McCoy already cleared. PJ Tiscala trying to go and take second away from Fitzwater now, and will do so. Ashley LaPlante's going to get third.
Dangerous corners right here. Oh, looks like 88 hit the brakes.
Oh, someone sideways. That is the 60 of Alex May. Not used to seeing that in the city colors.
No, this was one of the rare paint schemes and I think they won this in the cars that we're using. So,
as Fitzwater LaPlante continued battle for third now in the what would be current day second sector. Aubrey Scott trying to get fourth spot away, but not going to be able to do so.
Yeah, that's the J.R. Fitzpatrick. Throwback to J.R. Fitzpatrick 33 car. That number is hideous.
Oh. As Fitzwater gets to third, I thought you were talking about the 4 because I think that's a.
It is a Fitzpatrick car too. Yeah, that is.
As Benjamin Ice trying to take a spot away from Enzo Nareza, this would be for 6th.
Also making their first start of the season is Time Pollard in the 80 car. He's somewhere in the mid pack.
He is well back, I think. Yeah, he is back in 25th according to where he started.
Yeah, it looks like the stadium, man. At least you got some grass for some runoff here.
As there is Sky Commons, our points leader, who come across the line for lap number 1, started around 23rd. He's going to be scored in 27th. Jack Middleton's trying to take a spot away from Zain Abdullah. Zain Abdullah started 42nd. He's up to 25th in a lap.
Well, I mean, with how long
we did have a crash, though. So you will have seen that on side-by-side.
Yeah, that's going to be the part that we saw that with Boris Said and Marcus Ambrose having their troubles. That's going to be interesting, that part of the track.
Chloe Strong trying to take the 13th spot away from Alger Baranowskis, or is that 14th? That would be actually 14th.
And a little bit of history lesson here with Uncle Steven here. That car is Peyton Sella's backup car, the MRSP plot. And Dave Blaney finished 13th at Watkins Glen. You know what they said? Screw it, let's bring the Montreal and start and park it.
As Baranowski's now under attack from Alex May.
Yep, as you see a little bit of
And
patriotic on that
going
car.
to say, heck with it, make it 3 wide.
Well, we're in the Troy Williams Racing Mexican car, so here we go.
And he gets them both. So
Yeah,
Card
dodged
Pollard
the
up
rails.
2 spots.
There's
Alex
a rumor
May was
that
wanting to get both those spots back.
there's a rumor that it's the car that Juan Paulo Montoya won in 07, so that's got a good piece on the roof.
Well, right now you see Trevor Germain also trying to take a spot away from Amanda Evans, I think, right there. Or Amanda's trying to take it from Germain, one or the other.
172 entering this part of the track. Made it harder in the brakes here. You remember stock cars don't have good brakes, so they're slamming them.
As Germain
Right there, see
trying
the
to
brake
get
shade?
Germain trying to get the spot away from Amanda Evans. Will do so. That is for 19th. Kenningberg takes a peek. Can't quite get there.
So you see that the 15 was dealing, and then when he hit the thing, like it was shaking. That's some wheel off. Good save by Amanda, who did win the inaugural road race at Monza last season. You know, you got to hold on to the car. Your whole body is shaking when you're holding that steering, when you slam on the brakes going 170 to 40 into the corner. Great job by some of these drivers here.
As Zain Abdullah continues his battle with Jesse James and Jack Ribbleton. This is the battle for 25th. We'll get back up to the front, I swear.
Well, there ain't much going on up there, but this is some good back
we'll see.
pressure.
We haven't checked up front to even see because BJ DeScala did close in a little bit. Zain Abdullah is going to get the spot away from Jesse James, so that is for 25th or to keep 25th, one or the other.
Yeah, 75, yeah, like I mentioned, is the Herd Racing car under Bobby Gerhardt's points this week.
Yeah, they're basically they're running a joint effort where they're trying to go for the owner's points, but at the same time.
Now remember, Bobby in season 1. Oh, go ahead, Charles.
No, I didn't have anything. Go ahead.
Season 1, Bobby Gerhardt's team ran with the infamous Bang Bang Theo Segal. Best did not have. I mean, when I mean they were terrible, their best finish was 8th. So Tito's trying to bring some life for the Bobby Gerhardt owner points.
Well, I think he's already gotten a top 5 for him this year.
Yeah, best ever finish for them. That was the 3rd. Their best finish was 8th with Theo. I believe it was on Martinson when they scored that pole. So it's been a while since Bobby Gerhardt's team has been in this series.
As while not battling, they actually also haven't broken away either up front.
Scott has only made
this is her second career start.
35th last.
The only reason why she ran last week actually is because Mitchell Hodak was in Mosport.
Yeah, 35th in her got caught out by the caution. 35th there. Yeah, it looks like they're more just drafting here and trying to get a run, but we got to get some passing. We're in Mexico. You're gonna bore the fans. You're gonna bore the trees.
Well, as Tescala trying to close in on Tito McCoy, we'll keep an eye on the differentials, but looks like definitely the battles are in the back.
Hell, at this rate, I'm about to go to the soccer stadium and go kick a football around with the El Mexico football team.
As Trevor Germain trying to close in on Irene Namer, this would be the battle for 18th.
The 79 still can't get that cosmetic damage, I see.
Yeah, they still have that damage. Amanda Evans going to take a peek now at the 79, though, into the second turn.
Yeah, looks like once you got that outside, you make a good pass for it. Whoa, maybe not.
Oh, but you check up into turn 3.
Interesting. I see some, we got a lot of tire bears. The 100 mark meter coming down to this part.
Yeah.
See if I can find some corner names here to kind of, give some insight on this broadcast.
As Card Pollard, Chloe Strong trying to chase down Mike Trout would be the battle for 13th if they can make this go. As he continues to look that up.
Yes.
We'll check in on some of our top guys in points, I guess, actually. Sky Commons currently in 26th. There's a 5-point lead over Enzo Nereza, who is in 7th. So right now, Nereza looking like an early contender to take the points lead back.
Yeah.
As Tescala, I think, is closer this time around, although not quite close enough yet to make a move. He is by just a couple hundredths.
Yeah, this track was named after Roger and Pito Rodriguez after Rodriguez got killed in the 1962 Mexican Grand Prix.
Yep.
Fun fact.
As Bafode Sacco trying to take a peek at Sofia Fragniti. all over the track right there, though.
Well, I need to get these in English.
Well, no, they're not going to be in English, though.
That's true.
Why would they be in English?
I don't know. They might have some English viewers.
Dang, this is going way worse than what I did in testing, obviously.
It's all right. We can keep the broadcast a little interest. We can just talk about some people in the field. I mean, I can try to pronounce these back as like we're coming down to the 4 slow corner.
You probably would have a better chance of me being able to pronounce them. I don't know. That's the problem. Without seeing it, I don't know.
Well, we got the 4 slow. We got the
Keith
Regdavola.
Stevens has lost some ground. He was in 37th. Now he's not even close to the 41st place car.
We got the Recta Principala. The Esamor Salta.
This is probably really bad pronunciation. I just don't know.
Yes, it's I don't. It's like, okay. Hold on. Let me look at the NASCAR version. Maybe the NASCAR will have like NASCAR track max.
Well, like I said, I don't remember it getting this spread out when I was doing testing.
Well, at least we have a pit stop.
This is true. Card Pollard right now still trying to chase down Chloe Strong. It's the closest battle we've got on track.
You know
other
what?
than
I mean,
Reza trying to get by Ryan George in 6th.
I mean, last week you had a pretty good eye and eye, so you know, not every time it could be a banger.
True, it's just because bad circumstances. Henrietta Fitzwater is all over PJ Toscalo though for 2nd. So this is a battle that's starting to brew. About a 2nd behind Tito McCoy. Oh, whoops. Hit Shift C too many times. As can Fitzwater close in going into the final corner. Not quite close enough yet.
Well, in English, this track is called Rodriguez Brothers Racetrack.
Yeah, it's Hermanos Rodriguez or something like that.
Yes.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, I think is the actual pronunciation. As now Ashley LaPlante is actually the one that's closer to the 33. Go figure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess part of it would be when I did this before, it would have been all on 4090. There's no 5090s or anything like that. As Nareza all over Ryan George, the battle for 6 now heating up a little bit.
Parabolica.
Which one's Parabolica?
That's the stadium section. That's what it's called.
Ah.
That's the only Spanish word I can read here.
Well, that one actually wouldn't exactly be Spanish. Parabolica would be more Italian.
Yeah.
Benjamin Ice looking on as well in this battle, trying to find a way around him. Henrietta Fitzwater starting to gap the 88 a little bit more, trying to close back in on the 26.
You know, it might be a little spread out, but you know who doesn't mind that? The guy who's leading right now.
Tito McCoy doesn't mind it, no. Actually, Tito McCoy, I said Enzo Nareza was actually looking good to be the points leader. I guess it might actually be Tito McCoy because he was only 25 points back. Where's our most recent winner, I guess, is actually a good question to ask. Matt Dixon is currently back in 30th. It's definitely not. He would have been rather we're on the oval version of this track.
I know, seriously, yeah, it might be a better race if it was.
As we did have a battle up here, is Amanda Evans and Irene Namer going at it. This is the battle for 18th.
Yep, down here. At least we got some passing going on here. Thank you, Amanda.
Side by side, Evans should be able to get the move done. Jermaine takes a peek as well. Nearly contact there between the 79 and 16.
We found our driver of the day, Amanda Evans.
Is there damage to the right side of the 79 car?
Well, I mean, they haven't fixed the car about 10 years, so.
I think there's actually damage to the right side of it. I think it's dented in.
Well, it's going to have to be dented in next week, too.
As going through the S's, Jermaine trying to look for a way around Irene Namer. Takes a peek to driver's right. Can't quite get there alongside yet. might try and make a move into the stadium section here. As also trying to see when they will make pit stops. No one's pitting yet, so. And Amanda Evans has checked out on Namer now that she's gone by.
So the NASCAR version uses the traditional anti-clockwise oval format. They go through the baseball stadium at turn 1 and the parkland trees at turn 3 and 4.
That is definitely not. I don't know what you're looking at, but that's definitely not how this would ever went. I'm pretty sure it went this way. As Irene Namer, contact with a 47. There goes Kenningberg.
Well, Ann was choked in real life, and there goes the 47 again.
As Sheila Shear. Oh, and Time Pollard's off in the grass.
But don't take out the signboard.
I think he almost did.
Yeah, he did. Now we can't afford it.
Alan Bleck, Joey Miles trying to get some spots. That's Bleck on Sanders. Those are teammates there.
You know, there is an old track here. We don't got any pesos to pay for that damage, so.
As Bleck's going to get by Joey Miles now. That was for 33rd spot, maybe. Miles comes back, though. So maybe the brake's starting to play a key role. Maybe some of those brake pedals are getting soft out there.
That's good.
As coming into the stadium section again, things cooled off a little bit back here. Sky Commons under attack from Sheila Shear. This would be the battle for, I think, 26th now.
Yeah, with Sheila.
Meanwhile, here comes Jack Ribbleton taking a peek at Ace Rogers in the 99.
Well, the battle for the lead is getting close, .48, so.
Well, it took him a while to get to it, but they are starting to battle. Jesse James goes deep into turn 1.
Yeah, he's trying to find Jesse's girl. That's how far deep he's going in that corner. Jesus.
Ribbleton gets the move done on Ace Rogers. That is for 21st. I saw him move up here. I didn't quite catch who it was.
Well, if the 99 takes out the 66, hopefully nobody gets their hair pulled.
Well, and here is that battle for the lead. PJ Toscala has caught and reeled in Tito McCoy.
Yep. Tito is trying to be like the cat. Excuse me, I can't speak. Toscala's trying to be. Yeah, that's very true. Toscala's is trying to beat the Hatfield, and McCoy's trying to be McCoy. Yeah, the Hatfields always win, so here comes the Hatfield. And look at this.
As Toscala now catching the 75, he's going to try and get the slipstream down this front straightaway.
DRS is in L-weight.
Wrong sport.
Seriously.
I don't even think DRS existed in F1 at this point either.
No,
as Toscala not quite close enough to make him to think about moving to turn 1.
Nothing like Herd Motorsports, freaking grind K Auto, and then we got KHR with JR Fitzpatrick behind us.
As Daniel whoa, that was before Sacco that went wide. That might open the door for Jesse Turner.
Somebody in trouble.
And that is Algebra Nauskis.
That's tough after that second place. The engine is done blown up.
As Baranowskis was running in 17th.
You want to get off the damn racing line?
Eventually does.
Oh, no.
Oh, but not before playing some games for her teammate as she allows Sky Commons to get an extra spot.
What are you doing, Amanda? Holy shit.
And also holds up John Irvin.
Wow, I mean, what are you doing?
Well, she's giving us some action to look at.
Okay, well, at least we know she was paid from the officials.
Sky Commons, you have Brett Kenningberg trying to hold off from Dixon now.
From the spin, as here comes the 29 car. Commons not having a good inaugural race here, so.
Well, Commons trying to get Garrison through help from his own teammate here, trying to get 25th spot away from the 20.
If anybody can guess who ran that car in real life, you get a cookie, because that's probably somebody you wouldn't have guessed.
As there are pit stops right now.
What the fuck?
Trouble coming in for Garrison.
What the hell is that kind of pit line?
Not quite sure, as their leaders are pitting.
You know why I feel like seeing this? Then they all march one by one into the pits.
As Amanda Evans leads the lap, and now the battle for second on the racetrack between the two Braun Racing teammates Matt Dixon and Jesse Savage.
I'm just still baffled by that pit decision. My God, the 20 car was like, yep, all right, yeet.
Time to pit.
I turn left now. Good luck, everybody.
Alan Bleck also stayed out with Brian Hart and Quinton Moore. And Tito McCoy was first off pit lane. And where on earth did Aubrey Scott come from in all of that?
She must have got a Ritz cracker and just said, let's go.
Looks like Scott's going to be third off pit lane of the cars that time around.
Long stop for some people. Wow.
Willing to bet that some of that's for damage.
Yep. Let's see what these guys made. 2 tires. Possible strategy call for Dixon. 30th. Got nothing else to lose.
Maybe. Sheila Shear also. Oh, we didn't even say that Sheila Shear had stayed out. Okay.
Yep. 15's gonna come right now. At least they're not gonna pit from the 4th lane.
Evans has an 8-second lead over Sheila Shear coming in.
How about how small that pit entry is, dude? God, Jesus, you can't even fit 2 cars in there.
No, and that's why we actually almost had that incident there with the 20 and the and oh crap, who was it? 29.
29 comments. Well, 75 is now yarded the Dusty Collisions 26.
At least for the time being, yeah.
So let's see what the 15 does. 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires, gas only. Maybe not even get to the pit stall.
4 tires because there's a 15-second stop.
Yep.
Go to spectator cam because it's a slow 40 miles an hour. And there's Tito McCoy going back to the race lead.
Well, it looks like the 15 was like 18, so they're going to gain a lot of spots, it looks like.
Well, as PJ Toscella is in second, Aubrey Scott is indeed third. Ashley LaPlante is in fourth. Benjamin Ice is up to fifth. Henrietta Fitzwater lost a lot of ground. She's back to sixth. Gitteruck is seventh. Bafode Sacco is in eighth. And Amanda Evans is going to come out of this in ninth.
Jesse
Turner's up to 10th, having to fend off from Mike Trout. Alex May is in 12th. Ryan George back to 13th. Card Pollard is in 14th. Sophia Fragniti is 15th. Irene Namer. Enzo Nereza is 17th. Trevor Germain, Chloe Strong, and Jack Ribbleton looks to be the top 20. Ace Rogers looks to be 21st. Sheila Shears in 22nd. Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Jesse James. At this point, we almost have to kind of wait for it to cycle back through. So we'll watch these guys battle as Mohammed Zain Abdullah trying to find a way possibly around Sheila Shear while Shear doesn't have her tires up to temperature.
I mean, the Zain Abdullah gained about 17 spots in the first lap. It can't do anything since.
As back here, Joey Miles under attack from Lane Sanders.
George Teague really tried to win that last car championship back there, I see.
Well, yeah, he's only finished last once.
Well, he was running last weekend too before he moved up, or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly which race it was.
North Wilkesboro, which would have been last week.
Yeah.
As Lane couldn't quite complete the pass on the 55. Now that it is actually updated. So Ace Rogers is 21st. Sheila Shear, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Jesse James, Amber Garrison, Brett Kenningberg, Jesse Savage, Sky Commons, Time Pollard, Matt Dixon, the top 30, John Irvin, Alan Bleck, Joey Miles, Lane Sanders, Xavier Rain, Quinton Moore, Brian Hart, Joshua Osborne, Hunter Hollows, George Teague, and Keith Stevens. The 41 car is still running.
So looks like the baseball game, the score is 3-2 for the Pirates.
As trying to see where our best battle is going to be on track for right now. We saw it heat up at the end of that run, so there is hope at least.
Yeah, there is some hope as we come to the stadium section. I don't know what the stadium name is. I know they played the NFL there before.
As Card Pollard trying to get a run on Ryan. Yeah, that is on Ryan George. That would be for 13th.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have some Corona after this race.
It depends on how well or bad your day went, I think.
Well, definitely
Card
for
Pollard not going to be quite close enough to make the move into turn 1.
Well, I think Arjun Baranowski is definitely going to have 2 shots of Corona.
Maybe some tequila, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what they say about what happens down in Mexico.
I thought that was Vegas.
I mean, there's a song from Mexico. There's the slogan for Vegas.
That's true. As we see, next week, how about we do a little preview here, as we're not really much going on here.
Well,
next
I mean,
weekend,
you got Trout and Jesse Turner. It's not like the battle's terrible. They're just not side by side.
So next, is it a triple header for the Animaniacs weekend?
It's not.
At California?
There are not all Animaniacs sponsored, but it is a triple header at California next week.
Yeah, we get to go to Charles's hometown. We got the trucks will be like an SS race. The Hooters will be more. Hopefully, Brian James is in the cup, so he can't merge in front of the whole pack and ruin the race.
They can merge in front of the pack for that one.
Yeah, the cup race should be interesting. Last year, we saw Jesse Turner. Speaking of the devil, this is a good plug right there. Turner won the cup race last year at California over Chris Twilson, who didn't get the bride that day, but later in the season got his bride. So. Be curious to see how it does. California it's going to be like a 75 lap race. It's going to be long.
Well, and it looks like the battle for second is heating up as Aubrey Scott is closed in on PJ Toscala for second.
Yeah, 17 doing well. Tito Audrey Scott will not be in that cup race. Aubrey. Not even Ashley.
No.
My bad. Only person I think will be there is Time Pollard in this field.
So we would get. So in terms of driver swaps, we would have Mitchell Hodak back in the 17. Colin Cropley would be back in the 16 for one race. I think the 80 has a different driver.
Yeah, I'm driving the 80 next week because it's technically an SS race.
It's technically an SS, yeah. Aubrey Scott, though, goes wide. That's going to open give PJ Toscala some extra breathing room and might open the door for Ashley LaPlante to try and get a run down the front straightaway.
Yeah, last season, the 80 truck won last season. Who won the Cal? Sam Young in the one. So maybe that's good for Shield.
Yeah, maybe. Looking back here, this is where the best battle is. It is Amanda Evans trying to close in on Bafode Sacco for the 8th spot. We also had Alex May try and take a run at the 27.
Yeah, I think after California, we either go to Riverside or Las Vegas for the first time early in the season.
Well, yeah, for the first time that early. Usually Riverside had been like race 20.
Hopefully the grass isn't dead because it ain't the summertime.
Can't guarantee that.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. Look at some of the schedule here. Man, this is going to be some interesting races.
Card Pollard's starting to turn up the heat on Ryan George as well. Can't quite make a move.
Yeah, this series ain't going to worry about California or, not California, Las Vegas or Riverside because they're going to Kentucky after California.
Yeah, and trucks actually would join them for Kentucky.
I think that would be the inaugural Kentucky race. I don't ever remember Kentucky running this series.
I feel like it had, but it's been a couple seasons. As Ryan George is also trying to look for maybe an opening on Alex May, as 4 different battles right there, all kind of merged into one.
Making it very interesting. I don't think Kentucky's ever ran
not quite close enough this time around. Ryan George not quite close enough. Neither is Card Pollard.
Yeah. Looking at it, looks like Kentucky's never ran before, so it's gonna be interesting.
That's interesting. I thought it had. As Alex May's got the run this time. Pulls back in line, trying to get the draft on the 27.
Yep.
This is the battle for 11th. If he can try and make a move. Too close, actually, I think, there.
Well, with the 18 not even in the top 10, Sky Cobb's in the back. Looks like Tito McCoy might have a big points lead, especially Matt Dixon in the back.
As May all over the 27. Now here comes Ryan George all over the 60 as well. Sophia Fragnini trying to join this battle.
It might not have been the best. We definitely have that international feel. I think we got left is like Africa, England, and Antarctica.
And we definitely would never go to Antarctica.
Well, I bet you someone made a track. I mean, they made a Walmart parking lot. I'm pretty sure we got an Antarctica track.
I don't even know of one for NR in Africa or Antarctica. So, and even if there was, I doubt I would try and think about going there. As I see Enzo Nareza, he's starting to catch up to Irene Namer. That would be the battle for 16th.
We could just race around the pyramids.
As Amanda Evans starting to get closer to the 10 again.
You ever want to? Are we gonna ever go to Jeddah?
Probably not. Truth be told, I don't exactly like the track, at least in terms of what we saw in real life on it.
Abu Dhabi maybe too.
As Card Pollard trying to make the move on Ryan George. This is for 13th. As Amanda Evans makes the move as well.
86 get down the inside the Telemax car.
As there goes Evans by Sacco. Card Pollard gets by Ryan George, and around goes Fragniti.
Yeah, something happens.
And the Ford. Chloe Strung to the grass to avoid.
Well, at least some. Well, that was the most exciting thing that happened all day.
At least that we've
take out
seen.
the sign.
At least that we've seen.
Rewinding the dirt.
Oh,
God,
Kenningberg's taking out some of the braking boards.
Man, the underpaid little children made those damn signs. Why'd you do that, Kenningberg?
As Sky Commons now trying to get that spot away from the 47.
Oh, God.
And that's going to open the door for Dixon.
Yep, as Dixon, not known for his road course prowess, is obviously showing.
As Chloe Strong now trying to get a run on the damaged and wounded 37 of Sophia Fragniti.
Yeah, they're going to have to ship out some new parts for that Polestar car.
Well, luckily this wouldn't probably be the car that she was looking to run next week anyway.
Oh, that's true. But as we come down here, Tina McCoy, Mr. Colt 45 himself, 3-second lead over PJ.
As with just 2 to go, it looks like... No, I don't think Alex May got back by. I feel like that was where the 86 would have been running before that.
I think we should just kept us at 20 laps.
Here
we go.
Garrison now trying to get by Chloe Strong.
And...
Will do so. Here comes Ryan George. Couldn't quite make the move.
I think Ryan learned to use the brake pedal there.
Sky Commons all over the 47 of Kenningberg as well.
Pushing the 47 of Kenningberg.
I think the only problem really was in terms of what ended up happening versus what Tess did. They just got too close.
Yep.
But, which is classic, classic GNS stuff. So
yeah,
at
least
Ryan
we're
George
going
all over Chloe Strong now for 23rd spot.
Well, at least it's the only race of the week, so can't complain.
True.
What are you putting this on? A Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday?
We'll see. Might just go on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Avoid too much of NFL action.
It might be a Friday though.
Well, Friday wouldn't work for me. I'd probably go and try and avoid Friday.
Yeah.
As Fitzwater now has caught up to Benjamin Ice. This is the battle for 5th.
Oh, Ice is running 5th. His best finish so far is 32nd. Man, he's loving this racing right now.
Let's see. Is there anyone else up here in the top that's looking for the first top 10? I think Scott, obviously. Because she's only run the one race.
Well, Ashley Plant's best finish is 4th twice.
PJ Tiscala hasn't finished in the top 10 this season. He's running in 3rd.
His best finish is 17th.
So you got a few drivers up here who are looking for their first top 10 of the year.
Well, like I mentioned with Ashley Plant, her best finish is 4th twice, dating back to season 3.
And right now she's looking to tie it again.
Yeah, becoming Mr. 4th.
Miss 4th, you mean?
Yeah, but may the 4th be with you.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mrs. 4th.
Yeah, definitely not Mr. 4th.
Yeah, that.
As Amanda Evans trying to catch Daniel Gitteroke, this would be the battle for 7th.
Bobby Gerhardt's team, Herd Racing's going to take the white flag, it looks like. Well, not yet.
Well white flag is out for the 75, looking for the battle for 6th here.
Man, this felt like a real F1 race with Lewis or Max Hamilton just dominating the whole way, and the 17 is up to 2nd.
Evans trying to make the move on the 12. This is for 7th, actually. I said 6th.
Here comes Fernando on the inside of Ocon.
These aren't teammates, though.
That is... Oh, damn it. That is true.
As Evans gets the move done for now, tries to block the 12 and does so.
Nice move by the 15.
So move Amanda Evans up to 7th. I'm willing to bet we'll look through this and there's going to be someone as Card Pollard actually has made the pass for 12th on Alex May. What I was going to say
Yeah,
is,
Alex
watch,
May's
there's
first
been
throw, yeah.
someone who probably made like 10 plus spots gained or something.
Well,
Ashley
you know,
LaPlante all over Tuskella now looking for third.
we're gonna break a streak too. Well, no, actually not, because we already have one rookie driver win this year.
This has actually been the series of the rookies. In fact,
Yep.
actually, Matt Dixon is the only veteran to go to victory lane so far this season.
And off the corner, Tina McCoy from Herd Racing under Bobby Gerhardt's points. Who would have thunk it? Coming to Mexico and light off the Corona bottles. Here he comes.
Tito McCoy will get career win number 1 here at Mexico. Third in the points, wins.
Viva, viva, viva Mexico. Aye, aye.
As Ashley LaPlante can't quite get there for third.
Yep. Another fourth place finish. And Tito McCoy will become let's get the official number here.
It's not the best camera angle because of the tree, but
93rd different winner in the series. That is going to Mr. Tito McCoy.
we're nearing 100. Joey Miles
we
tried
are.
to make a move on Oriole Pollard coming to the line.
Yeah, it didn't pay off.
Keith Stevens, a far back 41st. As that will do it here for Mexico City. I apologize. Obviously, you can't control what happens in test racing versus in the real thing. As top 10 today, Tito McCoy, Aubrey Scott, PJ Tuskella, Ashley LaPlante, Benjamin Ice, Henrietta Fitzwater, Amanda Evans, Daniel Gidrook, Bafode Sacco, and Jesse Turner. So career best runs for Tito, Aubrey, and Tuskella, and Ice, actually. 4 of our top 5 set their best career finishes of the series.
Yeah.
Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, I mean, like you said, it was kind of a filler. Not really the greatest, but Tito McCoy and definitely Ice. Ice was best finish was 32nd coming to this race, and he massively improved that. Good run for Henrietta, one of her best runs since Daytona. Yeah, Card Pollard 12th, that's one of their best runs. Sacco with a 9th place finish, best of the Braun cars. Matt Dixon 28th, last week's winner. We'll look at the bottom. Tough break for the 2-car. Bernalskis, who finished 2nd last week. Keith Stevens just did not have a setup in his car. George Teague is
I'm pretty
most
sure
likely.
Keith Stevens ended up running into an issue in that first set of corners, because he was 37th one lap, and then the next lap he's like not even within a second of 41st. So
Nothing like a bad week for the guys. Dixon, who finished. Where is Dixon?
Dixon
28th.
ended up 28th. Yeah.
Baranowski 2nd last week, 42nd. Hunter Halls was 3rd, 39th. Rough. Tito McCoy's going to have a decent chunk points lead. Next weekend, we're going to the triple threader at California. We might have a little more racing, and thank God Brian James is in it.
I would be willing to place a bet and say we're going to get more action at California than what we got.
I can guarantee you it. So we only got one race, so we're going to be taking a little recording break, and then next weekend we're going to be back at full force with about another 6.5 hours of recording. So I can't wait to get my banquet root beer and watch Robert Pollard DQ. Watch some great racing next weekend.
So with that said, congrats to Tito McCoy on the win. His first career win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fantone 1. I don't think I said it. Leave a comment down below or in the Premier chat or on Discord. Let me know what you guys thought of it and how you did and all that good stuff. But this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Leave a like.